The results quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. It's time for This Week in Boxing. Lots of stuff to do, lots of stuff to say, so let's start it off straight away. Ade, let's start with
last night's fights.
Yeah,
go on.
No, you were there.
Oh yeah,
you were
I was ringside. To be fair, two stand-up performances. Obviously, Kevin Mitchell, Estrada. Didn't expect that.
Didn't expect that at all.
Didn't expect that, and I kind of tweeted after. Now that Gamboa's going up to 140, so Crawford's going up to 140. It's kind of Linares are out, Gamboa's around. After that, I think Mitchell kind of beats anyone or gives them big problems.
I wouldn't go that far, but Mitchell did look really, really good.
Fantastic.
I think Estrada came with the wrong game plan. I think Estrada came into box thinking, look, I spar with Marquez, I know these guys, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have my own way. Not realising that Mitchell is a versatile boxer puncher. Yeah. And he got caught repeatedly. And the fight was basically over by the third round.
Oh, yeah. Oh, easily. There was a time when I was ringside and I was saying to myself, is Estrada not going to start putting his pedal on the gas? I thought there was more, and then it almost didn't come.
They were not expecting that type. They were expecting a British boxer.
Yeah.
Not a seasoned pro who's been around the game, who's had ups and downs, had the good times, the bad times, that knows what's going on.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They were shell shocked.
Yeah, they were, and it was almost too late when they kind of realised. And to be fair, that's a very experienced corner. I mean, Marquez in the corner, Nacho Bernstein's in the corner as well. That's a very experienced corner. And to me, it took them too long to almost realise that we have a problem here. And they just sent him out with the same game plan, so that was bad.
He seemed to try to keep it long with his jab. Kept trying to pop it out, and it's just Mitchell's just seeing it from a mile away.
Punch perfect. I think that's what someone called it, and I'd have to agree. Another fight on the card that I thought was awesome, I've never seen before, live or not live, was John Wayne Hibbett. He fought Tyler Goodjohn, and I think John Wayne, the only problem I have with him is that I think he's 30 now. He took a long time out of the game, but he had man strength yesterday, and if they can fast forward him, rush him a bit, I think they've got something there, because he looked awesome live, honestly.
It was a solid performance, a good performance. It was, what's the word I'm looking for? I would say that more like a breakout performance. It's let people say, guess what? If you weren't really watching him before, you're gonna start watching him now. Let's start with Carl Frampton and signed for ITV for a one-fight deal. Now I'm trying to say, great for boxing. We say that boxing's coming back. ITV, terrestrial TV, shown on ITV4, the undercard, and then the main card on ITV1. What do you think of that?
Fantastic. I mean, look, we talked about terrestrial TV. Please. Golovkin, Murray, Channel 5, Ablos, Frampton, ITV. Huge. The only person that I feel that doesn't benefit from this right now, I don't know, directly or indirectly, is Frank Warren. Carl Frampton's last fight was on Box Nation. That's huge subscriptions. B, Tyson Fury's fights on exactly the same night as Carl Frampton. I don't know what numbers that takes away, but we're talking thousands.
This is what I said, what do you think about it? I think it's a very, very cheeky move from ITV and from bloody Brian McGuigan. You know already, Frank already had a show set up already, which is a very big show. This card was announced prior to that, so you setting another fight up on the same day is not helping boxing.
Whose card was, what date was first? I'm sure
Frank's was first.
I'm sure
Frank announced this fight from first week of January.
Okay. I'm sure this Carl Frampton fight was before. No,
they didn't have a date and they didn't have a supplier.
Okay.
So Frank announced this one in the first week of January. It's now the last week of January or February, and now they're saying they're going to put a fight on the same day. We were talking last week about how certain things help and hurt boxing. I can't see how matching up. You come into the boxing for the first time in what, 10 years maybe? Or 5 years, 10 years, and you've come in and trying to take away another show.
You're right. I mean, and it's not just that, but on Box Nation's cards, we've got two marquee guys as well, Eubank and Tyson Fury. They're marquee, but they still need to be put out there. For you to do that and have Carl Frampton going against those guys,
it's cheeky, it is bad. It hurts all them. Regardless who's the draw, it hurts all three fighters, because you're not going to get the full coverage you should really get.
He's
driving. Goes to Matchroom. We touched on it last week.
Yeah, we did.
The rumours were there.
Yes, they were.
What do you think?
I sent out a tweet, and I'll probably say there's a lot of people thinking, you say you send out tweets. I do send out tweets. I sent out a tweet saying Frank Warren chose not to, supposedly, not to renew the contract. Eddie Hearn signs him, and he's top of the bill in Birmingham. I said, what promoters got this wrong or right.
Yeah.
But it's almost like one promoter, by saying they've released him, says he's not great.
You don't want him.
The other promoter says, wait a minute, we're going to headline you in our first show in Birmingham for 9 years.
Yeah.
Look, Matchroom, is he a big ticket seller, Frankie Gavin, by the way? I don't know if he's a big ticket seller.
I don't know. I think he sells tickets, but I don't think he's as big as a draw as he would expect him to be.
Yeah. What is he, 29?
Yeah.
Look, obviously looking at a Kell Brook fight.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's an easy Kell Brook fight, isn't it? That's what they're doing.
Frankie Gavin, like I said, I feel like his career stalled or staled.
Very quickly, sorry to interrupt you. You know, ages ago we done a video and you said he needs to get rid of fun time.
Yeah.
You know what Eddie Hearn said?
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn said he's not been smiling recently. We need to bring fun time back. I kid you not. So you're saying he needs to get rid of it. Eddie Hearn says we need to bring it back.
I heard that interview.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, but his career stalled a bit.
Yeah.
And regardless if it's a promoter issue, a manager issue, or a personal issue, you want to refresh your career and bring yourself on top. So as a fighter, he's done what's best for him.
Yeah.
He's left Frank Warren, regardless who let who go. He's gone to something to bring him up to a level. Use that opportunity now to do something good with it.
I think there's a little dig though as he left. He said something like, "People have forgotten me.
Yeah.
I need to kind of get back on the big platform."
Yeah.
And I think that's look, Box Nation still is a platform for me.
It's similar to what Tony Belly said about Box Nation before previously, where they seem to think because it's a Sky pay-per-view channel,
they're not getting
not getting the coverage. When it's a boxing channel. That's what boxing fans go. There's no boxing fan out there that don't have Box Nation.
Yeah, it's a box. If you're a proper hardcore boxing fan, you should have Box Nation.
Yeah,
just for the American stuff anyway.
Yeah, it is a slide dig.
It's a slide dig. But look, like you said, I think sometimes. It's a good point you make. Sometimes you need to give yourself another refresh.
Yeah.
Kind of now pressure's on. Will he perform? Almost like James DeGale did, leaving. So what happens.
Exactly. That's the same as James DeGale. If you're motivated and you're talented and you're being pushed the right way, that is fair enough. But sometimes in life, in general, guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Things could be cool, but once you feel things going sour, you can never get that spark back again sometimes, and you lost it. So maybe the change, whatever he lost over with Frank, he'll get it back. We'll see.
It's big for him though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge for him. Headlining a card in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Card's got Yafai on it, it's got Macklin on it as well.
Yeah.
He's the headliner on his first show. No pressure, Frankie Gavin. Hey, before you let Miguel Kessler announce his retirement today.
Yeah, I've got that as well.
Or a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Inevitable?
Yes, but I also think it's he's saying it because he can't get the car for 100 award fights. I don't really think it's that. I think he's just lost his passion for the game. Let's be honest, man. Kessler's a great fighter, a multiple-time world champion. He's a superstar in his hometown of Denmark.
Good money.
He don't need nothing else out there.
Good money for a few fights.
Listen, he retired for a bit before he had the eye.
Yeah.
He couldn't fight for his eye, and then he came back a little bit. He had one fight with
He had a couple of fights, I think.
Yeah,
to be fair.
building the back up.
I think he had McGee. I'm sure McGee was in there.
Manny Bradler.
What's that American guy as well? Can't remember if
Alan Green, who laid out completely.
He laid him out.
Then the Frotch fight.
So that shows though. It shows that he's still above that level. He always tapering out. It shows way above that level because Alan Green and McGee ain't no bum. So he's way above that level.
If you look in terms of activity and the way he was fighting before, 3 or 4 fights over 3-4 years. Yeah, he was coming out of the game anyway. I think regardless if he was going to get the Frotch Award fight, he was no longer in it. I love Mikael Kessler. I think he's one of the best fighters we've seen overall. I love watching his fights from day one.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Good on him.
Good. What else you got, dude?
I was going to mention Kell Brook.
Yes.
Amir on Twitter saying, if I fought Joe Dan in my next fight, would you call that a backward step or a forward step? And a slide dig to Kell Brook. Even though this is mandatory, Khan saying, this shows why I'm not fighting you.
110,000% agree with Khan.
Yeah.
It cannot look. When Khan fought Julio Diaz,
he was
in his comeback fight, and Molina, he got absolutely annihilated. Now, if you look on the world scene now, after other people have fought those guys, Julio Diaz is a great fighter because Sean Porter took him a few rounds. I'm like, Amir Khan is spot on. Don't get me wrong, it is a mandatory. But as we know, when you win a title, you can have a voluntary in between. I don't know about the time span because of the injury, so I don't know, that messed it up. But you can have a voluntary in between. I mean, to me, it's a huge backward step. I don't care if this guy's a mandatory, it's a backward step. Yeah, it is. You can't go from that to Amir Khan in the summer. That's what you're thinking. You can't do that.
Does that hurt Eddie Hearn by saying we want the Khan fight? Then instead of getting someone big, you get your mandatory.
I mean, look. This is the thing in boxing. Look at Amir Khan's asking for. Amir Khan's asking for Pacquiao and Mayweather. He said, if I don't get Mayweather, look who his second option is. I want Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Kell Brook's asking for Amir Khan or nobody. Do you know what I mean? And then he gets Joe Dan or Joe. Come on, we're boxing fans. I mean, to the casual fans, and we know Joe Dan because we study boxing. To the casual fans, they're thinking, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't help. You mentioned Mayweather Pacquiao. This week, rumours are going round over and over and over again. I've actually changed my stance on it. It's might happen now. I think it's going to happen in September, personally.
Oh, okay.
I think it's too short. Well, not short. To build the fight should be built.
Does it need building? Does it need building?
I don't think it needs building, but if you want to maximise the potential, you want to do it properly. But with all these so-called chance meetings at basketball games, hotel room meetings, exchanging telephone numbers, set up or natural?
Basketball one, natural-ish, I think. Very
they were sitting basically
opposite each other. Like, and I don't remember the last
both
time.
on the big screen.
Pacquiao, we know, has played basketball, but I don't know the last time Pacquiao. What's going on with Pacquiao on this world media tour of Pacquiao? By the way,
I didn't even know Pacquiao was over here.
How random is it?
I didn't even know Pacquiao was over here.
And then Mayweather's now flying out to do a worldwide tour of Australia and all kind of randomness. I'll tell you one thing, what makes me think it's going to happen even more is because a name that's not been mentioned at all in the last month or so is Miguel Cotto. That name seems to have been gone away now. It was like Miguel Cotto is going to fight Mayweather. I think ESPN said something about it. It's gone. Dan Raphael said something about it. One thing I say, and I think Mayweather cheats a bit, and what I mean by Mayweather cheats a bit is this. Mayweather, I think his camp know exactly who Mayweather's fighting in May 5th.
Of course.
So it's like they already prepare, and then they're going to probably announce the guy in end of February, early March. That gives the guy 2 months to prepare for Mayweather. But Mayweather's already prepared 6-7 months. Do you know what I mean? It's almost cheating a little bit. So I don't know who the hell they're going to fight if they don't fight. Is that King Khan's got a chance of Mayweather?
No.
Too risky.
If Khan's going to fight, if Mayweather's going to fight Pacquiao, I think he's going to get, I wouldn't say a soft touch, but you're not going to get who people want to see in May.
The way I see it, we've got
people will buy it. Okay, if I was a promoter, if I was the king of boxing and I had anything, considering that you got HBO and Showtime, I would arrange to have Mayweather and Pacquiao on 2 cards at the same time. One in May, shown in Showtime, one on HBO to build a whole event. Yeah,
I don't think it needs to be built. I honestly, genuinely don't think this fight needs to be built.
This fight is in terms of boxing. This fight is strictly for money.
Doesn't.
All it needs is money. So what they want to do is maximize and capitalize on all the money possible. That means hitting every single market within over a period of time. I don't think they could do that effectively with 3 months.
I don't know. These guys have both been doing it single-handedly without each other for the last 10 years.
And both numbers are going down drastically every year.
No. Mayweather's numbers not going down drastically.
It is going down.
No, not drastically.
He was regularly hitting.
He got 975,000 for the Maidana.
He was regularly hitting over 1.2, 1.3 every fight, and now he's getting down regularly to under £1 million.
I don't know if that's drastic.
That's a huge percentage.
Don't know if that's
a huge percentage drop. Well, we'll see. We will see. What else have we got this week? I don't even start. I don't hate Mayweather. The WBC and IBF have trying to agree. They have these conferences recently. We keep touching it a bit. They have this comment. They are trying to get one world champion. Now, guess what?
Okay, and what sanctioning body?
Hold on.
Wait.
And then they released this. Do you believe them? They're lying. You know they're lying. They already got like 455 million belts, They're going to try to get down to 1 belt per champion. Like they really care.
Yeah, come on. Shut up.
It's never going to happen.
Ever.
If that was to happen, can you imagine how much the sanctioning fees would be for a fight?
Oh, it'd be huge.
Because all 3 of them want to get paid. As equal money.
No, it's never going to happen. But the thing is, I think what they've got to understand is that we don't mind WBF, WBO, WBA, WBC and IBF. We don't mind that. What we don't want is regular, interim, lineal, super,
diamond.
Yeah, no one was complaining about those 4 belts before. I mean, it looks good sometimes when there's a unified champion. He's got all belts. I don't mind that.
It means you worked for it in a sense.
Exactly. It means you've cleaned up the division and no one can say anything other than that. We just don't want the extras. So, as good as they're saying it, like you said, they're saying it for paper, inch columns, and I do not believe.
Do not believe it one bit. I just think it's a silly, scared out of control. Enzo Miranda.
Yes.
You heard about this one?
Nope. This is interesting. I just don't know where. I don't know where you've even got
that. In America, ICE, the drug trafficking agency, are looking for him.
Oh God.
Some drug money laundering scheme.
Miranda.
And when they all went to like do the bust to catch everyone's house, him and a couple others were missing.
God. You know what it is? There is. I mean, look, boxers are not immune to getting themselves in trouble. But you almost hope, and that's what I like about Eddie Hearn. He does say stuff clear. He says, look, all I want my fighters to do is, if they don't win titles, get enough money to set their family up, and you know what I mean. Not like he's a father figure, but he's almost got that about him. Some of these boxers that you hear about, it's almost like there's nothing in between the ears. Not boxing's a tough physical sport, but accountants don't seem to be right, management don't seem to be right, which is why they carry on to, apart from Hopkins, because I think he carries on because he loves the sport, he's not broke, but other boxers carry on way beyond their years, way beyond their brain capacity, Jermaine Taylor, James Toney, Roy Jones, just to kind of get a bit more money, and it's just a bit sad.
It's funny you mentioned Jermaine Taylor and Roy Jones because they're both on my list right now.
Give me him.
Roy Jones wants Marco Huck. Another world title.
Roy Jones knock him out. Roy Jones knock him out.
Wouldn't.
I bet you anybody, EJ Boxing Live will agree with me. Roy Jones could cause a problem.
He could cause a problem.
That's how weak I think the cruiserweight division really is.
Okay, yeah. But Roy Jones also showed the problem when he's fighting these cruiserweights that he doesn't seem to have too big and too strong.
And he just stays there now, he doesn't move.
Huck is known as most probably the biggest puncher or bruiser or whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm talking about. He's physically tough and rough. And I don't think Roy's getting out there.
The problem for Roy Jones is that he goes away to Russia, beats a few bums, as he's doing right now. I mean, he beat Courtney Fry.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? There you go. There you go. Don't mention Jermaine Taylor in this video. Move on. Don't mention him in this video.
Psychiatric evaluation.
I told you not to mention.
No joke. I didn't say his name.
Yeah, psychiatric.
It's going through because they think something's wrong with him.
No.
Like everyone's been saying for the past 6 months. As it finally took this long for someone to actually say, look, let's do something about it.
There seems to be a doctor in America that always seems to give someone the tick that you're fine.
Yeah.
There seems to be the doctor to go to. Like the Margarito versus Miguel Cotto. When everyone knew his eye was busted, and he had to go to New York, and he had to go and see a doctor, he says, no, I think it can be okay. First round, Cotto mashed his eye up again. 10 doctors say no, 1 doctor say yes. Give him the fight.
Yeah.
He makes this amount for the area. Yeah. Tourists come up, and blah, 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 blah. And that's it.
And guess what? It's only your eye. You've got 2. That's what they think, seriously.
What's going on with your boy Shannon Briggs? Is this Klitschko fight happening in September? Because he seems to think it is.
Bro, do you steal my phone or something? Because I've got Shannon Briggs right here as well.
Nah, just know you like him.
Alright then, Shannon Briggs, I think he's very smart. Shannon Briggs has announced midweek that he's got the Klitschko fight next. I think it's a good move.
Even he's lying.
Even he's lying.
He's lying. You can get the public perception. The public say yes, yes, yes. Klitschko will say,
wait a minute.
Yes.
Vladimir, can you imagine an interview one day? Vladimir, Shannon Briggs, you signed to fight Shannon Briggs and you pulled out. I just signed the fight. He's been chasing you around for 6 months. Pushing the bloody river, through your food, done this, done that. You ain't gonna fight this dude.
Yeah.
Shannon Briggs, believe it or not, if he deserves it or not, is making himself a public name, even if he's lying.
Someone's
got to say, Klitschko, are you scared of him? Or
someone has gone to Shannon Briggs' hospital bed when he was after that fight with Vitali, and they've written down a storyline that he has to follow.
Yeah.
Because don't worry, Shannon Briggs used to talk before fights. Yeah. Nothing like this. Yeah. I've never seen the like of it.
Sad news, actually. Promoter Cedric Kushner passed away this week.
Yeah.
Cedric Kushner was was a major promoter back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember him. He's disappeared a lot though. But
disappeared or got swallowed. A lot of them just
swallowed up. Yeah, but apparently had a heart attack. 6 years old. Was always a big guy. Always a big guy. But people might recognize his face from like when Shannon been Hazin Ratman.
Yeah.
Fighting Lewis. Yeah.
It is sad news. Recently, obviously, with Goosen as well, a few months back. So it's always sad when someone in the boxing community, if you like, passes away. So condolences to his family, to his friends, and hopefully he gets mentioned on an upcoming card or something. Someone kind of mentions his name. That would be nice, as they do. Anything else?
I think that's it from me.
I think that is it. That's a short one. There you go, guys. That's this week in boxing. Short one, but important stuff in there.
Yeah,
important stuff in there. I mean, looking at it, this next couple of months, we're going to have a situation where we find out who Mayweather's fighting, Pacquiao's fighting, Cotto's fighting, Khan's fighting.
Andre Ward's fighting. So we've got probably 5 of the, if you like, in terms of money, in terms of stature, 5 of the top 10 in the world. You've got Khan and Ward in there to go a bit lower. We're going to find out who they're all fighting. Then that kind of leaves so many questions and so many doors answered for big fights in September, Ryan thinks. Although I think Pacquiao Mayweather is going to happen in May. Because I just don't think we can risk Mayweather fighting, or Pacquiao more likely fighting anyone tough. But we'll see. So that's this week in boxing, guys. Remember, leave your comments below. Email us at boxtalk@hotmail.co.uk, and don't forget to follow on Twitter at boxtalkuk and on Instagram at boxtalk_1.
Got it right. Well done, kid. And also subscribe as well, guys. Numbers are moving. Thank you so much.